At least let me get it out.
Hey, everybody, we are live again. This is part two with me and my sister. We did have a large space of empty time. We had some technical issues, but we are back and in effect. So, you all, we're live. I believe we're live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm not sure about Facebook. Anyway, you all are welcome to post a comment or whatnot, and we will respond. But we're going to continue with our interview. Um, it's funny how when you start going live, people start calling you and stuff. But anyway, so TERI, this is my sister, and we're so happy that we're doing this interview. We have a few more questions. We're almost done. And I hope that you all are enjoying this. Okay, so the last question we ended up asking was, have you experienced betrayal? And you answered that question from family or friends. And then, so the next question then, sis, would be, and we're going to be eating, y'all, by the way. We're starving. She's starving. I'm starving. You all, please just let us do us today and just look over all that other stuff while we're eating. We'll tell you what we're eating. I'll let you know.
We'll show you.
I'll tell you right now what I'm eating. I'm eating mushrooms. And I can't think of the name of the mushrooms right now. But and I'm eating egg sandwich with them. I made a sandwich out of it. And then sis, I know you want to show them what you eating too?
I'm eating a chicken with mixed vegetables in it wrap.
Hallelujah.
Delicioso.
Charlotte. Okay, so the other question that had to do with real and raw emotions, that was the part we were had the questioning was a part of real raw emotions and stuff like that. So the last question for that is, what finally gave you before that question, what boundaries have you had to create? See, I'm all messed up because I need to eat.
Yeah.
I'm older now.
Discombobulated. I get it, child. I'm there.
Come on now.
I'm there.
Sis, what boundaries have you had to create?
I've had to create boundaries for family and for myself because I tend to, they unhealed me, I would say. I had a tendency of being a yes person. Iboshe. Yeah, I know it. I had a tendency of saying yes to everybody and kicking and screaming within while I was saying yes to everybody. So that's not living in your truth when you're doing that. That's what I had to learn, is to whatever's troubling for me, that's me. That's how I feel. And if it's not comfortable, I have to stand in my truth, live in my truth, and not accept it, and just unapologetically say, no.
I want to say this. That I was starving, that now that I'm eating, glory to God.
Better, huh?
Girl.
I know. It's like my stomach felt like it was touching on the inside, that feeling? It was touching.
I don't know that feeling. Maybe I need to learn to know that feeling.
You might not want to learn it. You might not want to see.
It might not be too bad of an idea.
Lord.
This is good, y'all. This is a wonderful thing when you're able to eat and talk at the same time. And have an interview too. What? Y'all see this? These mushrooms. I can't even believe I don't even know what mushroom I'm eating right now. I cook these all the time.
You remember when me, you, and Martin went to the restaurant and I had the mushroom? The teeny mushroom.
I'll never forget.
I don't know what I was eating. I don't know what type of mushroom that was.
Because those are the kind you don't eat.
Mm, tell the truth.
Mm. So you created boundaries
I did.
with both your family and yourself.
Yeah.
How could you create boundaries?
Because I had to tell myself, nope.
No, no, no,
That
no,
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 exactly.
no. Of
No.
course not.
That part. I have a shirt, a t-shirt that I used to love to wear to work. And you know what it said on the front of it? It said, nope. NOPE. Nope.
You know, that's not a bad it's not a bad word. And actually, we all should learn how to say no
Mm-hmm. Well, bless your
and mean it
soul.
when you say it. Eh,
Exactly.
Next question. What finally gave you peace?
Mm. Being able to stand in my truth and say no. That's peace.
That's
You
another
know,
song. Say no.
it's the man, you feel so light when you either have to say no or you have to say what you need to say.
Be done with it.
Yeah. It's so freeing and so light.
Mm,
Makes you light, man. You're not walking around heavy because you're not doing something you don't want to do. You know, you're doing what you want to do. You're considering you. A lot of times we walk around in life, don't consider ourselves. Everybody's put before us.
hmm
We put everybody before us and we forget about ourselves. And that's abandonment right there.
It
We
is.
abandon ourselves. It's not that's not a good thing.
Hmm
So yeah.
We're going to go into the next part of the conversation. And this part is going to be dealing with being a woman, family, and generational healing. Okay.
Mhm.
You ready?
I guess. I don't know. Let's
Have
try
you
it.
eaten yet? Have you taken a bite yet?
I'm eating, yes, ma'am. I'm just trying
Oh,
to stay out the camera because I don't want them seeing everything going on around up
oh,
in
see,
here.
I'm
I don't
in the
want them to see
camera.
all that.
It is what it is. It is what it's going to be.
Mm, hey, see,
This is that. All right.
that is this.
So, what general, what generational cycles need to be broken in families?
Mm, the cycle of not communicating, maybe no communication, false communication.
Very
Um,
good. Very good.
let me see, because I don't want to sit here and take a whole lot of time thinking.
I'll say something about that because, you know, once my once our brother passed away,
Hmm.
um, there was a lack of communication,
Mm,
and to the point where that it was just a lesson for me.
yeah.
And moving forward, what I was going to do in terms of communication, there's no more silence as far as
Mm,
I'm concerned with those who I love.
yeah. Absolutely.
And if we see a family member struggling or who may not look 100%, I'm
Mm,
going to ask questions. I'm going to ask
mm,
questions. You don't have to answer,
yeah.
because you have a right to your own uh,
Let me see.
privacy,
Mhm.
but I definitely will do it in a spirit of love.
Right.
Lead with that, but I'm going to ask questions from here on out.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Break the break that.
Yes, because I have to jump in and kind of piggyback off of that with what you say. Um, when I it was the same reaction I believe we all had when we saw Martin. I know when I saw him when we had to go see Dad. And the first thing I noticed was his weight loss. I mean, a substantial amount of weight loss would tell anybody something's wrong, But just sometimes I try to be so sensitive, but missing the mark at the same time, being so sensitive because asking questions could mean everything. Asking questions could mean everything. I didn't ask the pertinent questions because I felt like I don't want to offend him because it, it doesn't, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. It doesn't take rocket science to see somebody's looking different. Their appearance is different. That's our brother. We know him. You know what I'm saying? So to see the weight loss, that was the first thing that hit my head. It was heart wrenching first and foremost. It was like, what in the world is going on? What don't I know? And I wanted so
Mm.
bad, Lisa, to ask Marty, what is going on? What's
Why
going
didn't you,
on?
Terry? I have to ask you the question. Why didn't you
Because
have?
I felt like he would feel uncomfortable to have to tell me something maybe he didn't want to tell me.
So you care more about his feelings
I did. That's
than
always
yours.
been my thing, though. As I forestated earlier with you, that's always been my thing. That's an Achilles heel, if you ask me, because it's like it's important for you to do what you need to do and ask the questions you need to ask, get the information you need to get. Forget the feelings and put those on pause right now. This is real. This is reality. This is real life. This is what's going on. This is what you see right in front of you, and you're concerned. And I felt bad for asking him, wanting to ask him that, so I didn't ask. And I know he probably, I don't know. Because yes, Marty was private, but we were still close. So I think if I would have asked certain questions, he would have had no choice but to give it. Is how I see it. I don't know.
Communication is super important
Absolutely.
when it comes to family. That's the bottom
Absolutely.
line. And for everyone who's listening, I hope you're taking note. Um, Forget about the pride, and
Mm,
you have to check your pride.
at the door. You
Check
do.
it when it comes to your loved ones.
Yeah.
And I want to say, and talking about communication, we're
Yeah.
hanging our hat right there for a minute because it's super important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if we go any further, but um,
Okay.
super important because my son, one of my
Okay.
sons, had noticed the decrease in weight with
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Marty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Excuse me. And with that, he pressed me. Literally, the first time he had seen him in a long time was the day that we all were outside
Mm-hmm.
of the hospital
Mm-hmm.
after Dad having the stroke, waiting for the doctor to tell us what was going on with our father.
Mm-hmm.
My son actually was sitting down with his uncle and chopping it up. I just walked away and let the men talk. Let
Mm-hmm.
uncle talk to his nephew. Nephew
Yeah.
talk with his uncle.
Yeah.
And my son saw some things that his uncle was showing him. I don't think his uncle wanted him to see
Mm.
in his phone, and it was pertaining to his health. So my son then, once we made it home, he pressed me that day and after.
Mm.
And he was like, Mom, you need to talk to your brother. You need to find out what's going on. Your brother's sick.
Yeah.
And he said what it was. He said exactly what it was. And this is what I told my son, Terry. I told my son, I will in time. That's exactly what I said. I did. Because, me and Marty had a little situation, a little fallout
Yeah.
at the time. And so I, like you, was uneasy about talking to him, especially about weight loss. So, I told my
Exactly.
son, I said, if your uncle wants me to know, he'll tell me.
Yep.
But
No.
I have to be honest that our brother told me multiple times.
You just didn't hear it or see it. Maybe.
He told me multiple times. He even sent a picture. I showed you the picture.
Well, yes.
We won't go into that, but
Mhm.
he sent me a picture
Oh.
that blew our minds. When he sent me the picture,
Mhm.
obviously I didn't look at it. Terry, I didn't look at the picture. Or if I looked at it, I didn't know what I was looking at.
Mhm. You didn't think to when you saw what you saw. You didn't think like to dig deeper in your mind. What am I looking at? What is this? Right?
Right, but he told me what it was.
Okay.
He
Oh.
because we later had a conversation and he was telling me what was going on
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things that he was taking, supplements and things like that he was sharing with everybody.
Yeah.
You know how our brother was. He
Yep.
was like, don't you eat that, don't you do that, don't you.
He was adamant about it.
He was.
Mhm.
So it was no secret to us, right?
Right.
And anyone who knew my brother, they knew he was on that healthy kick,
Right.
until maybe he wasn't, because he did share with
Mhm.
me later on that he switched up. So
And for me,
just
when he talked about what he was eating and what he felt like sharing, he felt no one else should eat. Take this out your diet, take that out your diet, and stop eating this, stop eating that. For me, I just wasn't. It wasn't meshing that possibly he's referring and referencing to his sickness. It didn't hit. It didn't. It didn't hit. It did.
right,
That was the last thing I thought was that he was
right,
sick.
right. You and I both.
Until until
Mm-hmm.
I saw him that night when we went to see Dad. I knew he was sick, just didn't know what it was. And the last thing I thought was cancer. That was the last thing I thought was cancer. But I knew something was off because Marty's always been nice weight, everything perfect for his height, everything,
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't hit home for me at all. That was the last thing. That was the last place to go in my mind is sick. He's
Mm-hmm.
really really sick with cancer. No. Man, I remember you saying that you felt like you wanted to faint, like you
Mm-hmm.
felt weak when, yeah,
When I had the conversation with his wife,
yeah,
and they never told us. That's what I'm saying about communication, because literally, um, even when we went to the ER to see him, it still was not, he had not been diagnosed.
hmm
And if people look up that word, that means to lie, because DI means two, and ignose means a lie. Pretty deep, huh?
wow,
And that's a whole nother stream within
man,
itself too. But at that time, they never even said anything.
yeah,
um, when things were not the way they should have been between my brother and myself in terms of communication, um, there was an attempt that I made to talk with my brother, but I couldn't because he wasn't doing well at the time. He was too weak.
Yeah.
So, but I did get to talk to my brother. But anyway, before that, I did, I was on the phone with his wife and she said that he was at end of life. When she said that, that's when because I'm still, even when we went to the ER, I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking like, is everything okay? I knew everything wasn't okay,
Yeah.
but I didn't have a clue he was at end of life without them having to say it.
Right.
Looking at him, yes.
Yeah.
But knowing Marty to be who he is, that strong,
Bounce back.
always he was never if he showed his feelings, it was all jubilant. He was always happy, clowning, but never really showing, being sad or concerned or worried
Right.
about things. Although we all have shared in conversation and he shared on, how he really felt about certain things
Mm-hmm.
that was going on in his life. But on the outside, he always was that strong dude.
Right.
Those are the ones, everybody, who you have to be concerned about. Check on those who seem to be very strong.
Mm.
Yeah. Because if we're the ones that are, you and I, whoever are the strong ones, trust and believe. We're the ones that constantly pour out to other people.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing. We're pouring out and we need to be replenished.
That part.
Yeah, I wish I could get amen on that because that was a preach.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
But then you grow, Lisa. You do grow out of that. You grow out of it. Like I said, you grow out of it. Yes, you never stop being who God has created and made you to be, which is loving and kind and giving and sharing, nurturing. That's innate. You can't
That's
stop
true.
being who God created you to be. You can't stop. But you do have to curtail what you give, who you give to.
Mm,
You do. That's the bottom line.
yeah. Well,
And as Tony Gaskins would say, point blank, period. That's period.
that's still your boy, huh?
You have. You just have to be. You have to look after you at the end of the day.
That's
You
real.
can't overgive, because then you got to still replenish you. Who gonna replenish you? Hello.
That's the truth.
So guess what? I unapologetically give to who I want to give to, and I'm talking about my energy. I'm not talking about, because like I said, you can't stop being who you are. You just have to control what you give, how much you give, and if you're not doing anything and pouring back into me, and you're not helping me grow or helping me, then it's time to push the eject button.
Now, communication will break generational
Yep.
cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Simply opening up these two things flapping in the middle of our face at the bottom. A lot of times people are afraid to just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, like I said before, circling back with our brother, I did get a chance to talk with him.
Yeah.
I sure did. And I asked him because he meant the world to me. As we all know, we were tight, man.
Mm-hmm.
We was tight.
Yes.
So I asked him two questions when I saw him. And it was the last time I saw him, well, physically.
Mm-hmm.
I said, brother, two questions. Number one, how did you and I get in the position
Mm,
we are, where that we're estranged and we off and we're not feeling each other. And when did you stop listening to me? When did I stop listening to you?
mm-hmm.
Where did the trust go?
Mm,
Where did that relationship go? Where
mm,
did the um yeah, where did the loyalty, where did all that stuff go? No one can replace it. No
right,
one. And
right.
I understand my relationship as a sister. I would never try to overlap that with any other relationship. And as a matter of fact, he and his wife and I, we got along just well, just
Yeah,
fine. But I'm talking about my brother, our brother, and I asked him what happened to us. What went wrong?
yeah,
He said it was a misunderstanding. And that's all he said about it. I had to take it. My brother was not feeling well.
mm,
And while I had the time with him, I was just acting like I was his mama, just rubbing his leg and touching his head and touching his feet, just letting him feel me,
yeah,
and the love. The last time I was physically with him, turning on music, I was playing because I know that's life for us.
mm-hmm,
It's life related, right?
mm-hmm.
So, and then I'll start interviewing you again,
It's okay.
girl. While he's laying down getting his treatment, um, I played a song and he perked up.
Mm,
He was laying down on his side and he was like, "Who's that?" And he started bobbing. Weak. He was weak, very weak, but he had enough strength to start bobbing. And once he heard that music and that
life.
that that 808,
Mm,
and
life.
so then I started playing some of his music, and we were just chopping it out. I was dancing for him, and he's just laying there, just
Who was you playing by? I want to ask.
um. Let me go to it right now because I don't want to. It's No Rush by
Okay.
Red Hands.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, that leader, he's bad. Um, but yeah, the second question I asked him, I said, bro, how did you get where you are, man? How'd you get
Oh,
sick? How you get cancer? Because I want to know. You the one who was telling us all what to eat, what not to eat, what supplements to take, so on and so forth. So if you're taking all these herbs and things like that, and you're taking care of your body, healing yourself, it takes a while to heal yourself. I want to know what happened, what went wrong. And
yeah.
he said that he said he just stopped doing what he used to do. That's what he said. And I said, what two things would you tell anybody not to do
Mm,
in terms of food?
mm-hmm.
He said, no red meat and no sugar. Those are two things he said. So, okay.
Yeah. Because the red meat is hard to digest. It takes a little minute, really. As good as and flavorful as you can make it, it's. I think especially for men. I'm thinking for some
Well,
reason, I feel like
we got to just be careful, period.
yeah,
Because as Black people, we can't eat everything.
right. Especially now with everything that they pump with the animals and even our produce showered down on.
Mhm.
You know, stuff we can't see. We just ingesting it.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
if you're going to eat meat, you might want to eat meat that is grown from a farm. You go check out, literally go check out the farm. There's a farm where I stay, not far from here, where I can get any meat I want.
Mhm.
But they raise their own
Mhm.
animals. So you know what they're feeding their animals.
Yeah.
If you just have to eat meat. But
And then
I
everything in
understand.
moderation.
There it is. All right, sis. Um, what do you what do women silently struggle with the most?
Self-worth,
Mm,
understanding self-worth.
wow.
Self-worth. We so freely give. We give. We give thinking that it's going to hold that person hostage, hold them there where you want them to be. We overgive. But it's weird and crazy because we don't give to ourselves like we should. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with giving to ourselves?
False sense of reality, because if you don't love you, you sure won't be able to love anybody else.
Period. And that's the truth.
Ruth,
Ruth.
why are mother and daughter and sister relationships so important?
I think my perspective, you're able to pour into each other, mother and daughter. The mother is the nurturer. She like is the display. Where you go, sis?
Right here.
It's like you learn about love. You learn. Well, that's what it should be, I should say, because it doesn't necessarily have to be that you learn about love, because it could be too that your own parent, your own mother, may not know. I'm not referencing our mother. I'm just saying in general. Um, a lot of things is a foundational, point. Like our mothers teach us, we daughters, a lot of things, and so and we get everything we need from, or we should get everything that we need to kind of jumpstart us and kick us off in life if we get it, you know. So I think the mother daughter relationship is important. She's the example. She's the one that we watch. We're female, so we watch the female, our mother. We that don't have mothers, we have that guardian that may be a female that, we watch that person. So hopefully the construct of that person is positive, because everything we do,
Oh,
I mean, everything we hear, we say, and everything we see, we do. All right. So
oof.
hopefully we do. We replicate. We repeat. We repeat what we see, and we repeat what we do, or what we hear. Sorry. So hopefully you have an awesome example standing in front of you that you can follow. You know. And so I think it's important, the mother daughter, and then it follows suit with the sister. If you have a sister, sisterhood, and then you branch out. you know, you begin to branch out and gain sisterhood elsewhere. You know, it's where you learn how to communicate. Or I say it should say it should be where you learn how to communicate. You know.
Just keeping it a buck. I just, I have a lot of female friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just to speak on that just a little bit, and they have strained relationships with their daughters,
Mm-hmm.
and it's tough because I think a lot of times, just like um I don't know, sometimes I don't feel like we're even ready for parenting when we start
Mm-hmm.
having children. We're still yet
Yeah.
mentally immature.
Absolutely.
We're not emotionally available. We're
Yeah.
not mentally fit. I mean, there's so many layers to it
Yeah.
that we don't have much to give, you know? And then we end up, messing up, saying things to our daughters and that are hurtful
Hmm.
and once those words are spoken, you can't even bring it back.
Right.
And a lot of times women see themselves in their daughters, and it is another reason why they don't they have a hard time getting along. I know that it's life, but I just can't imagine like a mother not getting along with
Right.
their daughter. Like
Right.
if I had I don't get that part, but it's real and it's life. So
Yeah.
I yeah. Mm. What does healing between women look like?
Um, I would say being able to be real, like you said, being 100, 100.
Mm.
You could express, um, you can receive, um, yeah, that I can think of right now.
A lot of times I when I see another woman,
Hmm.
it's like I'm looking at a mirror or in a mirror.
Hmm. I
Hmm.
mean, this is every woman, or just
I'm,
particulars, just particulars.
um, no, just women in general,
Okay.
because yeah, you are me and I am you
Yeah,
type thing.
got you.
And
Got
I don't understand when women are jealous of each other and
you.
try to compete with each other,
Mm-hmm.
um, insecure of another woman. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't get it. But um,
I will say something. I'll piggyback off of that. I would say with that, it's because it's things within themselves. You know what I mean? We can't point the finger at our insecurities because they're
mhm,
ours. Anything inside of us that we ain't
mhm.
dealt with,
Wow. That's good.
it's not outside of us, it's inside of us
Yeah, that's good.
where the insecurities reside, you know? So we deal with us, if we be real with us, ourselves, individuals, with whatever it is, you know, then we can
Mhm,
deal with other people outside of us, which is mothers, sisters, daughters, cousins, friends, things of that nature. You have to be real with us first. We have to heal us first. You know, you hear the saying, um, that how people wear some people wear their feelings on their sleeves.
mhm.
Everything anybody says to them, they're on the defensive.
Yeah.
That's a situation. Everybody ain't out to get you, but through your lens, everybody is. So there's something on the inside that has to be healed. Can you let your guard down with somebody at some point?
Mm,
You know,
mm.
everybody's out to get you. That's an insecurity, and that's a situation from within that you can't point the finger on that outside of you, people around you. You can't do that. You have to look within.
So healing between women should look like what?
Realness. That's the only thing that's for lack of any other word. Realness, purity, pureness, 100%. And if you're
Embracing
that,
one another.
absolutely. Absolutely. I can't be real with you if I'm not real with me. And the whole gamut of things, you know? That's the only thing I can think of, for a lack of any other word, is realness.
What advice would you give sisters who no longer speak to each other?
Life is too short.
Mm.
What could it possibly be that would be the determining factor of you not speaking to your loved one? Is it that important? And most times it's so minute. If I were to ask you what it was, you couldn't tell me, right? You couldn't tell me what it was. That's a problem. Well, I don't know what was we arguing about? Or what was we not speaking about? It's not that serious ever. Life is too short. We got to talk about it.
Mm.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
How do families begin repairing broken relationships?
Communication. Communication. That's the start.
All right. Well, we're almost at the finish line, Terry. So this should be a little light here for us.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the funniest growing up in the family?
Oh my! Do we have? Okay, we're not talking about between you and I. We talking about the family.
The question is, who was the funniest growing up?
To me, Martin.
And what would Martin say?
Lisa.
Tell the people.
Tell the people that. He would say I was, but I don't believe I don't believe it. Marty was insane. Dude had us. There was never a sober moment with him.
It wasn't.
It was never a sober moment with this dude. He kept us in stitches, and I live to laugh, man. Keeps me younger. Keeps me young, not younger, but it keeps me young. Laugh, man. Laughter is healing to the soul. Yeah, deal with your issues, deal with real issues, deal with real stuff. But at the end of the day, man, laugh. Laugh.
Who got in trouble the most?
Marty. The one that had us laughing all the day. He was so ornery, man. He was always, because he was strategic. He was a strategic. He was a strategic thinker. He was strategic. Yeah. And then it would be you, Lisa. So you're not getting away with that.
I'm not trying.
You ain't getting away with it. It would be you next.
Give an example since back that up with some proof.
Oh,
Ninja.
Okay. For example, being in church service and you were on the back pew entertaining everybody because you stood up on the pew while Dad was doing benediction. Oh, bow your heads. All rise. And you were up acting a fool. And then you got caught. You got caught. I don't know what you were doing besides just standing on the freaking pew. But Dad, I don't know. He opened his eye while maybe he did one of these. Maybe he did that. But honey, he saw you. And then he made you ask for what?
Forgiveness. Please, God, forgive me for.
And I bet God was tickled. Yeah. Amongst other things, Lisa. Come on. Oh, man. Elder Freisen.
What?
When we used to go to those meetings.
We're not telling everything.
No, we won't, but we telling this. When we went to Davenport.
Oh, so
I got to tell it. You said tell it.
Tell it.
Give example. Give examples is what you said. So, and then I'll stop here. But we went to the Frysons church, but they opened their home for us to stay. That was the thing about when we would go to different cities, surrounding cities of Des Moines. We go to Davenport, we would stay with the Frysons. We would go to what was it? Where did the Reeds stay?
Davenport.
Was it Davenport?
Yep.
They were both in Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like the Reeds weren't in Davenport? It's okay. Anyway, it was the Frys. I only remember staying at the Frysons one time though, but the Reeds, yes. And Elder Fryson was asleep.
No, that's not where it happened.
Well, where did it happen? You put an Oreo cookie in his mouth, is what I want to tell the folks. You put an Oreo cookie
or hot sauce
in his mouth. No, it was an Oreo cookie, Lisa.
Okay, so I must have did it twice. That's terrible.
See,
but
there it is.
It happened. It
Say
happened
less.
at. It happened at the. Was it the Y? It was a state meeting, and
Yeah.
so. Mm-hmm. And so we were at some community building or something. Do you remember that? And he was sleeping in some chair, laid back, mouth open.
That was the Oreo one, then, right?
That was hot sauce.
Okay, you see, it don't even matter what it was and when. We just know you did it. That's all.
I was hungry. Hungry.
It was all in fun, man. We had fun. We was kids, man. I'm telling you, I loved our family, being in that family, being a part of that family, because number one, our mother and father was crazy.
Man.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? Dad was crazy, had us in stitches. He would be up preaching, and when he would be up preaching, he had something crazy to say, people would be in stitches all the time. Him, and then you got mom. Mom was crazy, had us laughing, things that she would say. And them faces, mom made faces out of this world. Oh, such a beautiful woman that made ugly faces. Hear me? Singing ugly. She taught us how to sing ugly. All of that.
What's something funny about our childhood?
Something funny about our childhood.
Yep. About our childhood.
I mean, what I just talked about.
Okay. We'll
we can keep going, man. We don't have enough time in the day.
Okay. What's one thing I do that annoys you? That wasn't on. So some of these questions we didn't go over to take out or whatever. Yeah, you did, huh?
Yes,
ma'am. You did, huh? I don't know. Well, we're going to go with it. What's one thing I do that annoys you?
You don't do it now, but she used to be rude and put her trash, if we was together for the day, out and about, and we go get something to eat. She always put her trash she would leave it in my car or on top of the hood. She knew she wanted me to see it. And so she would do stuff like that. Oh, when we were children, she and Martin used to take, I had a little blankie. My blankie. I had a little blankie and I used to suck my 2 fingers and do my ear. How could I do? Is that what you're asking? How? In the entire heaven and hell. But I did it. I had my little blankie and I would suck my 2 fingers and did my ear thing. And Lisa and Marty, it was really Lisa. It really wasn't Marty. He might have done it. Marty used to scare me all the time. That's what he used to do. But Lisa used to take things from me all the time. And she took that blanket, talking about it stunk. I didn't slob. I didn't slob. You know how people be slobbing when they sleep? I have never had that issue. Huh?
If you were asleep, how would you know?
Because your pillow be funkin', and you know it. Your pillow would be funkin'. Slob stinks. Your whole pillow and would have them. I've seen our pillows when we were children. My pillow didn't look like that.
Next question.
Glory to God.
Who was more dramatic?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Dramatic.
I don't feel like any of us is like that.
Drama.
Right. I don't feel like any. Okay, you tell me.
Next question.
Who? No, tell me.
No, because it said,
Who?
I'm asking you who was more.
I didn't see any of us as
All
dramatic.
right. Okay,
we handled ours. We either cried or we fought.
If we could relive one memory, what would it be?
Oh my God, it's so many. But
one.
Okay. One singular sensation. You remember that song?
Yes. I
would say when we used to, all of us, all four of us, used to play church on our steps. We had a, would you call that a stairwell? Not really a well.
Stairway.
Stairway. Okay. Well, we would sit on our steps at home, the home in Des Moines, and we would play church. And we did it all the time. We would play church all the time. You remember that?
Vaguely.
What?
Yeah, you're bringing it back on them wooden steps.
Yes. But it was carpeted. Eventually, we got carpet.
It still was noisy. You still could hear us creeping.
But yes, that's one of my favorite memories is when we were, my whole childhood, very memorable, very fun. I loved it. I love childhood. If I could do it again, I would do it again. Be some different things going on.
Yeah.
If I had control over certain things, it wouldn't be happening or would not have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
What message do you want people to take from our story?
Well, they don't know what happened between me and you. So what I will say is just sisterhood is important. Your family members are important. And don't ever allow anything, because there was a point in time between my sister and I life where we didn't talk. It was a good 6 months, or would you say more? I think it was more. I think it was 6 months. I don't think
6.
Yeah, it was 6 months. And again, I know that both of us play a part in that happening, but I take ownership on my end that it should not have happened the way it happened, because it was bad in the fact that I tried to I didn't want to talk to her about how I really felt. And communication is key. And we understand that now. Communication is key. So I should have conveyed to her exactly how I was feeling and let the chips fall there where they may. Because at the end of the day, we're sisters and we're still going to bring it back together. Mm-hmm. Anything that's being said or done is not a deal breaker because she's still my sister. So I would say and challenge everyone to just love on your sister or your brother, whatever the situation, your siblings, because they're important. They are important. If you don't have them, you really don't have anybody. They're who you grew up with. Get to know them if you don't know them. Childhood is different than adulthood. And we do evolve. So like we have to accept and respect the adult. It just changes a little bit. That's it. So I would just say, just love on your family members, your loved ones, because nothing in life is worth you allowing things to come in between the two of you, or you and your family members, whatever the dynamic is, whatever the situation is. Nothing is worth it, because you don't know where death is. You don't know who's leaving and when. and
Mm-hmm.
how. And you don't want
Oh my
regrets.
gosh. Yeah.
You do not want regrets. When they're gone, there you can't do the coulda, shoulda, woulda. Too late. So take the time while you can to give them their flowers. That's
What
what I'll
would you say to families struggling right now?
say it again.
What would you say to families that are struggling right now?
If you love them enough, work it out. If they're that important to you, show it by working it out. They're worth it.
Terry,
Yes, ma'am.
what does love look like to you today?
Mm. I don't want to sound selfish, but just having been through what I've been through in my life and what was and what is now the new me, I'd have to say loving myself, understanding myself, getting to know myself. And I have to, and I owe it all to God, because God knows us more than we know ourselves. He's our creator, right? We're his
Mm-hmm.
creation. And so he knows everything about us. He knows how our minds tick, our hearts tick, rather, our minds are regulated. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
He knows our desires, whether they're right or whether they're wrong. He knows everything about us. So guess what? We go to him and he'll give us what we need for our healing. He'll tell us what it is. He'll take us to the root of it. He will take you to the root of it where you can pluck it out yourself and then give it to him and don't take it back. Release
Mm.
it. I don't want everything he's healed me from. I don't want that. I don't want to take that back. You know, if God has freed me, why should I be bound? I've been freed from a lot of things and I don't want to take them back.
Do you have any pictures or anything you'd like to share with the audience or not?
No,
No.
I'm not a,
Can
I'm
you
not,
I wish I knew how to do this cuz I would love to show. Let me see if I could do it right here. Hold on one second. Because I want to show play the video
what video?
that
What?
I sent you earlier today, this
Jesus.
morning.
Here she go, y'all. Messing with me. I have my days and I have good days and I have bad days. They ain't really bad because I know where he is. But when you see him in his element, my God.
I'm gonna see if I could do this. Unfortunately, I don't see the button where that I could do this on the
Mm-hmm.
screen right now. So I have no choice but to play it from my phone. And I don't really want to play it.
They're
I
not
don't
gonna be
want,
able to see. They might hear him, but they ain't gonna be able to see him.
and that's fine.
She messed me up with this today, y'all.
I want to play this. Uh,
Mm,
this is my brother, and I will always, um, his legacy will continue
mm,
as long as I'm here. Um, but he was such a beautiful musician, singer, songwriter, producer, composer. He did all the music for his records. Um, Sonny, I'm sorry, not Sonny. Why did I say Sonny? I was one of his real close friends. But Stan Lewis,
mm.
on keys. And I'm a play a video of my brother in his element, and which, in my opinion, is praise and worship.
Mm.
He was a minister of music.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I just want to share this. And I know my sister has a picture of something too that she can get while I'm trying to share this with
Which one you talking
everybody
about?
else. The blimp. You could
Oh,
get that. I'm gonna disappear for a minute because I'm gonna use this screen to let everyone see the video, and then I'll flip it back on both of us while you get what you get. Okay.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. I wonder. Mm. I'm trying to think of what else. Mm. It's like I was there. I can't look for looking. Mm.
Hope you all enjoyed that. I did.
Let me see.
That is my late brother, Martin Johnson. And I'm wondering, Terry, if you have your,
Not yet. I don't. I'm trying to look to see who all I sent it to.
you sent it to me. And you also sent it to your brother as well. But
Yep.
you might have sent it in WhatsApp. I'm not sure.
I think I. Let me see if Trina's in here. Then I'll. Let me see.
So you all, I just thank you for putting up with me and my sister today. We have had a failure in the live stream the first 50 plus minutes, and um, took us a while to get back up and to finish this part 2 of the interview. And we were hungry, so we had to get some food in our bodies and to finish out strong. And we just hope that you all enjoyed this live. And I want to say to the YouTube community, all the subscribers that I have, right now, I believe I have about 74 subscribers. And we're growing. And I appreciate those of you who are subscribed to the channel. We're at 75. What I would like for you to do so you can understand how you will help the community to grow, what you need to do is subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to YouTube. There, you're able to be able to watch every video or even live streaming from any content that I present. So I would advise you that you would turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any content at any time. Secondly, I would like for you all to engage with the actual video on YouTube. While you're watching the video, the first thing I need you to do is to press the like button. Just click like. Right now, while you're watching this, click like. You know why? Because that helps to push the content into the algorithm, which means people will be able to see the video. Secondly, share the video. Share it with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. That'll help actually us to grow. I'm on a mission here. I'm unapologetic about my content, how we even interview. Things will get better. Things will improve as we grow. And I'll have the things that I need. And I'll feel even more comfortable as well. But in the meantime, I do want to say that I appreciate you guys even trusting me and my platform. I am also opening up the platform to those of you or someone who you may know would love to come on the platform and share with us. You may have gone through some devastating, traumatic things, but you made it through it because you're still here and you would like to share your story to help somebody who may be in that same situation right now and they don't even know what to do. That's what this platform is all about. Transformation. I invoke change. I'm sorry, I provoke, not invoke. I provoke change. So this is a platform for your voice. And I would like for you all to take advantage of it and use it. Sister, are you ready?
I do have the photo. I don't know how clear it is or it will
It doesn't
be.
matter. Just bring it up to the screen and let everyone see.
Wait, let me see. Going this way. Oh,
Okay. Can you make that close as possible to the screen?
I'm trying.
Okay, bring it up. Okay. Right there. Don't move. If you could hold that still.
Mhm.
Okay. That's good. If anybody can zoom in on that. Terry, what does that say? And what, first of all, what is the picture of?
The picture is of a blimp.
Okay, can you expound on that?
Could I put it down or keep it up?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So I I'm at work and I'm actually leaving work for the day. And me and a couple of other young ladies with me are walking out to our parking structure. And I noticed, not we, I noticed, God allowed me to recognize the blimp in the sky. But prior to us leaving, I had been asking God to show me, give me peace, give me some type of peace regarding my brother. This before he passed, before he transitioned. I said, I need a peace about my brother's condition. Because at that point, I knew he had cancer because it was disclosed to us that he had cancer. And so I was just in my head about it that particular day at work and shed some tears. And I just was like, God, I just need you to give me a peace about it. Show me something. And so I walk out and happened to look up in the sky and saw the blimp. And mind you, this blimp could have had anybody's name on it. And I later find out something that I will tell you in a minute after explaining everything. It could have had my sister's name on it. It could have had my name on it. It could have had my oldest brother's name on it, Andrew. It could have had my mother, my father. It could have had anybody's name on it, but it had my brother, not Martin. That's his name. We call him Marty for nickname, right? This was him giving me a piece and giving me an answer. He gave me an answer. I didn't necessarily want to receive the answer that he gave because y'all, I don't know if you could see the complete picture
Put
had
it
his
up one more
name.
time. Put it up one more time, Terry.
You would do that. um,
It's okay if you.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to focus it in so that you guys can see it.
There it is. That's good. Yeah.
Wait, let me go over here. Better?
Yes, it's a little blur. Okay, yes.
Blur?
Hmm.
Y'all see it
Yeah.
clear a little bit now?
Uh-huh.
So do you see it says Marty up there? It doesn't say Elisa, it doesn't say Terry, doesn't say Andrew, doesn't say Pearl, doesn't say even Martin. So God addressed me according to what I call my brother, Marty. He wanted me to make sure I got the answer, the message. I don't think you could see what the word says, but it says supreme. Now, what he gave to me with that, giving me the answer, I didn't want to receive it because supreme to me is uh uh what is the body? Lisa, help me with. I can't think of the name. Um,
You
when your
said our
body's
body?
yes, no, it's no longer mortal but immortal. That's
Okay.
not the word I'm looking for. That is not the word I'm looking for. But supreme, he was he God let me know he was going to take him. He was going to receive him. That's what that was, but I didn't want to receive that. I didn't want to receive it. I thought that he was going to, I had been praying and hoping and believing that he was going to pull through and that he was going to have a testimony that was going to affect change with everybody that knew him, those that were connected to him, that knew people that didn't know him but had heard of him. I felt like even those people would be affected by it in a positive way. So I was looking for God to to heal him on the earth so that he can remain with us. But God knows best. He knows all. He knows what's best for us. And I told my sister, I believe that heaven needed him more than we do down here. And that's how I chop that up, and I believe he's in a better place. He's with his savior. He's with his creator. He's no longer, I'm really talking today. He's no longer in pain. He's not dealing with life's battles and issues, life's struggles. So God let me he gave me a peace. He gave me a peace with that message, even though ultimately he was letting me know he was going to transition. He was letting me know he was going to become a supreme being in heaven.
That's deep. That's deep. That is deep. We just want to pause for a minute. Need to pause. Ooh. I needed that. Yeah. So before we end, I just want to say thank you for sitting down with me today. Just being willing to have this conversation. And I know that every moment wasn't easy, to talk about, but your honesty, your strength, and vulnerability means more than words can even express to me, TERI. And no matter what we've been through, I'm grateful that we were able to share this moment together.
Yes.
And my prayer today is that our story encourages healing, understanding, and hope for other families and sisters out there. I love you, as you know, dearly with all my heart.
I love you too.
And I appreciate you. I have you on my phone as TERI, my only sister. Is there anything else that you would like to say as we close this? I don't even know what to call it. Let's just say live stream, because we ate, we laughed, we had fun, we did it all. We sang ugly, we did it all, before we leave this live stream.
I just would like to say that I appreciate you opening up your live stream for me to share my story, and I'm hoping and praying that it does touch someone's heart and brings maybe even perhaps healing or something that you need to hear, whoever the hearer is. Hope I was a
heard that.
blessing.
You were awesome. You were awesome.
Thank
I
you.
want to say thank you again. You know what? I end with this question. It's two questions that I ask my guest. And it's not even going to be fair for you because I don't think you're into sports like that.
No.
But just because, and for the stream's sake, can you just answer the question?
So it's Kobe.
Oh, you know the question? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So, because that means you be watching it. She watches, y'all. She watches. Okay, she watches.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
So since you know what the first question is, it's Kobe or LeBron, based on what you've heard, maybe with your coworkers, your sons, your nephews. Go for it.
Okay, so to be honest,
be honest.
I have to be honest. I don't listen to the jargon. I call it jargon because I don't understand the game and I'm not interested in the game. So, with that being said, I would say Kobe because I've actually watched him play a little bit, just a little. I've never watched LeBron, so I'd have to say Kobe. In all honesty,
Boom.
I can't say anything about LeBron.
You can't do it. You can't say nothing.
I can't call it.
Well, you said it right then, is all I got to say, because that's who I would say it too.
Hey.
But okay, so then the last question,
What?
and then you could say peace to the audience.
Deuces.
You don't know the second question?
I don't. I really don't.
Are you serious? You don't, you ain't real. You know, you fake.
Yee.
Because you
No.
don't, you fake because if you watched it, you would know what the second question is.
Not necessarily. So shoot it.
Trump or HE double
Oh,
hockey.
you're right. See, you had Trump in there, so it dropped. With Trump, it's gonna drop. H-E, hell no, no, hell.
Hell, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no.
Hell no. I couldn't even get that out. You know, we need to sing, Lisa. Because if I can't belt out if I can't belt that out, felt like my stuff was cut.
Hey, audience
Somebody
viewers,
say cut. Huh?
we gonna end right here.
Cut.
So you didn't already say what you gonna say. So again, thank you guys. This is it. We wrapping it up. We out. What you got to say, Terry?
Deuces. That one came out. Lisa, call me.
Don't say nothing. Please be quiet, because
I ain't saying nothing.
don't say a word yet. Please.